hello, good evening. No intro, no intro, but good night, good evening all. 9 o'clock Friday night. We had to skip 2 Friday nights, but here I am again. The English version of the Koi TV live stream. I'm looking forward to it. It's quite. Finally, it's a bit better weather than the last few weeks, I can almost say. So not that much rain, and it's going well with the ponds. Straight from our living room. That's because we were so busy with after the closing the shop. I had to visit quite a few other ponds, and so we'll not be able to be in time at the greenhouse, at the shop. But from here I can tell you all the Koi news, the news, Koi show news, Q&A, and of course we're going to do a giveaway with some really nice items. We all straight from Japan. This I bought at the where did I buy this? I bought at the bullfighting. It's the Japanese style, so it's really friendly for the bulls. Bullfighting. It's a pin. I've got a really nice thing. It's from the shop in a Yamakoshi area. That's only open in the weekends, from 11 till 2, I think. It's a really nice thing, not a tablecloth, but you can hang it on the wall or lay it down on the table. So that's what we're gonna give, and some, of course, some coasters. That's what we're gonna give away at the end of this live stream in about 1 hour, almost 1 hour, and yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope I have it not upside down, but you know what I want to show you. Here in Holland, we just had our formal Prime Minister telling on the television that the restrictions for the COVID, so the restrictions for the parties, and it's being it's going to be more strict. So all pubs, discotheques, nightclubs can only open till 12 at night. 1.5 meter is set in again, and that's in a cafe. It's quite difficult. 1/3 of the people that normally can go in. Only 1/3 of the people can go in, and it was also a bit exciting for the Koi Show North. I couldn't get hold on the main the chairman or anyone from the Koi cave to hear they can really go on with the Koi show, but I think it should be okay because it's only one day event, so that is helping. 2 days events are not allowed, so it's only 1 day event, and of course there will be some testing, like a quick test, but like I said, I don't know for 100% sure, but I think the show goes on. The show must go on. So I'm really happy for the Koi Cave community. So that's next weekend. Yeah, next Saturday. Not tomorrow, but the day after. No. Yeah, tomorrow in a week the Koi show is going on in the north of Holland. So it's a nice Koi show with all the Koi dealers from really the top of North Holland. So, the most in the top of North Holland, not North Holland where I have my shop, but it's even more up. So I hope I'm right, and then I want to congratulate everybody that worked really hard on the koi show and the preparation of the koi show. Sound is bad, they're saying. That's really odd. What's happening? Can you hear? Yeah, is it better now?
Ik denk van een stukje geleden toen ik hem even omswitchen.
Okay, now it should be okay. Someone is saying in Dutch, just say the date, the 17th of July. Yes, but it's 17th of July. To me, it sounds a bit far away, and it's only in 1 week. So keep breathing. AGS Deventer, he's also a member of the Koi Cave. Now that's really good. Now, all good evening, of course. If you have any questions about for the Q&A, please put them in now, so we can I can try to answer them in a few minutes. Yeah, so that was news. Oh, that's also good news. All the mud pond games, all the Asugari koi, they have the certificates arrived yesterday. So we have quite a lot of certificates in our shop. If you really want to have it as quick as possible, then you have to visit our shop tomorrow. If you can wait, then of course we will send it to you. Some will be brought to the koi show, so someone will pick it up and bring it to you. I cannot be at the koi show because it's on a Saturday, and our shop is really busy on a Saturday. So if I leave, then I'm gonna get a big fight, and I don't want that. So, but I will make sure a lot of certificates will be there. So Isomiya, the Beppu certificates, of course the Maruchu certificates, not only mud pond games but also the Asugari games. Karashi, I had a track and trace. Tuesday will be the next pack coming in, and it's over 1 kilo, so there should be a lot of certificates in there. So that's for the Karashi koi. Then I'm already moving. I'm gonna tell you at the end of this show again, but next Wednesday we have a special broadcast, not from here, not from our shop, but on another location. We have a show, a broadcast, 99% about the koi games. Sorry, there's so many games. Koi games, Isa Danichi development status. So if you have any pictures of the status of your koi now, the change, the growth, please send it to the guys, to Frank or Stefan, and then we will get it as well. And then we're gonna talk about those koi. 1 hour about the change. How did they do it? We tried to contact some people. We will see some koi in the movie or maybe live. So yeah, it's going to be a nice evening, and maybe it's going to be a bit longer than 1 hour, but we will see. It's going to be really nice. I'm looking forward to next Wednesday as well. Yeah. So that was news. Of course, in maybe 10-20 minutes we have the koi of the week, and I've got 2 really beautiful koi in the koi of the week item, because we had some requests from people that asked me, are there still some koi available for the mud pond games? And I have, of course, bought myself a few koi, and I have 2 koi that were also they were not on the site, because one is a male and the other one is a female, but it was sold, but it got the person that selected that one choose another koi that was on the website. So these two I will really want to show you, those two, but that's for later. Okay. Are there any questions already? Yeah, just give me a call or make an order on kooihuis.nl for the color food. Color food will be the whole month of August. The rest of the year we don't feed any color food to the koi. Of course, maybe some vegetables, but not color food. And it's only 100% in August, color food month. Rolf is saying, I want to win something as well. Yeah, it's a matter of luck, I think. Bjorn, no, not Bjorn, but or Rolf, it will be okay. When do you breed two kohaku? When you breed two kohaku, will you always get only kohaku babies, or will there be other varieties as well? Depends on the parents and the grandparents of the kohaku. If they're both, if the line is really kohaku, really like the Terrazzo bloodline it's 100% kohaku, then the chance of getting kohaku out of there is really 99%. Of course, a lot of baby koi won't have any color. That's also possible, and some will be black, but and they will never they will never get any color. But there's no chance getting Mugashi Ogon or Platinum Ogon, Yamabuki out of that couple, if there's not any Yamabuki line in there, in of course the parents or the grandparents. So yeah, you will get a lot of kohaku. Of course, when you have like a Sanke or a Showa in the maybe 2 generations before, yeah, you will get some Sanke and Showa for sure. Yeah, sound is okay, that's good. When you, oh, sorry, that was that. Does a drum filter take out medicines for the water? Is it necessary to use the bypass? It depends on the medicine. If you don't dilute your, for example, the anti-fluke, so that's normally it's a powder. If you don't dissolve it right, and you put it in the pond, yeah, your drum filter will will have rinse quite a lot, and some of the Lanex or the other fluke medicine will go out. But for example, if you use FMC, methylene blue or formaldehyde, you don't have any getting, it will not rinse more. Of course, when your drum filter is rinsing, it will get a bit out, but most medicine are really the effective time when the time that they will work in the pond is really short. So if it rinses and it gets out 2 or 3% of your pond, it doesn't matter at all. So I would leave my drum filter on. I wouldn't use a bypass. With the Lanex, with the fluke, yeah, I get the 2 caps out and then I leave it for a few hours and then I put it in again and then it's okay. Yeah. Why not all fish get certificate? Good question. It's quite a lot of work for the breeders to get to make a certificate. You have to have a really nice picture. do all the administration, put it on. At some breeders, when you're at Danizzi, you can get, like, you have to pay, or depends on the price of the fish, but some you can have, for example, with the Tosai, they say, okay, if you pay 3 or 4 or 5 euro extra, we will send you blank certificates, so the dealer has to make it himself. I find it a bit tricky, so I don't want it like that. Some breeders you can buy a certificate, and it's more with the bigger commercial breeders where they say, okay, a certificate costs you 35 euros per fish. Yeah, that's possible. I don't do that as well. I like when a breeder says, okay, this is with certificate, because I'm really proud of what I created. I see the breeders as most breeders as an artist, and they say, okay, this is the quality I'm proud of, and I want to show the people, like, okay, this is my work. I used to, a friend of mine, he was a plumber. Sometimes he did some work and he said, I do it, but please don't say, don't tell anyone I made it, because he was not proud of his work. And the other time he said, now you can say, this is made by Niels. It's not my brother. So that is the same. So the certificate, if the quality of the koi is really, really good, they will give it to you and they will make it. Yeah, like that. It works like that. And yeah, if you're at a breeder, sometimes at a breeder, you see dealers at the like it's not a B grade, but the cheaper koi, and they're just netting koi and put them in a bowl, make a general picture of 8 pieces in a box, next. They're not going to make a certificate of those. So it works like that. But sometimes when I can show, for example, on the movie, that koi is from that and that breeder, I'm not really like, oh, I need to have the certificate. If I know for myself this is from this and this breeder, I'm okay. But sometimes a breeder's certificate is really important. If, for example, again, Danizzi, if you want, let's say you have a 35 centimeters Tosai, jumbo Tosai, at the Danizzi, then it's really important, so you can show the buyer, okay, this is made, this certificate, you have to be sure the certificate is made by the breeder, but this is the certificate where the breeder says, okay, this is born in 2020, and this is really jumbo Tosai. Then it's really important. If you then also with male female, yeah, sometimes if it's really important that a koi is, it's more worth if a Tosai, for example, if they already know it's female, yeah, you better get it on a certificate, because then the breeder says, okay, this is female, this is this and this young, so it's a really special koi, here's your certificate, so you can see. But you have to be really sure that the breeder made them and not the, sometimes you see names of parent koi that are both Showa, and you get, both Showa and you get a Kohaku, but, and it should be 1 year old, and then you can see one of the Showa was, we had that with a certificate where one of the Showa was already 4 years death, was already gone. It was really news that one was gone, and then all of a sudden you see a parent koi used by, it looked like a breeder, but it was the dealer, and so you have to be really sure it is from the breeder. And you can see, for example, on the Konichi certificates, they have like an extra watermark made in, so it's really good. Okay, thank you. Yeah, this is also a nice shirt, or also a nice shirt. Yeah, thank you very much for your compliment. That is for, okay. Hello Stefan, did you see the new development with the drum filters, where they put the beats in the drum instead of moving them with air? What do you think about it? Good question, Danny. I myself are not that fond of those systems, and I tell you why. I can imagine. A big advantage is you don't need to use air, and by using no air, the CO2 will be in the water, so your pH will be not going too high. But the really big disadvantage is that you cannot put in, for example, 1,200 liter of Helix in, or more, double what it can handle. So that's what I don't like about it, and that's what you can see in my filters for the XXL tank, for example. We use a lot of biological material, and it wouldn't be able to fit in a drum like that. Yeah, that's what I think about it. As a follower, you can see, when I didn't test a system, I be careful and I say sorry, I didn't test, and I'm not. I don't know about it. I don't know that much about it. I wouldn't say anything about it. But we had some tests. We have some customers of ours where they have that kind of systems, where we came on a later stadium, and where we have the maintenance. So we have a few of those filters, and it's so. Hello, winner. Use Linux Pro once, but the flukes are still there. Repeat with Linux Pro or use a different medicine. Sander, I would call me tomorrow because we have some other tricks. But yeah, they can be immune for the Linux Pro, so you can switch to Linux or Triclam Plus. So we can do a trick, but we also have another trick in our sleeve. But we have to have some settings. If you bypass the filter, treatment will not work on the filter and help sterilize. If you, Paul, hi Paul, Paul. If you bypass filter, the treatment will not work on the filter and help sterilize the filter. The people that were talking about the bypass for the drum filter, only the drum filter, that is because they are worried the medicine will go out. But if you bypass the drum filter, it will still touch your biological filter. And in some occasions you can do that as well, leave the biological filter out. But if there are some parasites that can really live without a host, so without fish, and if you don't treat the filter, they will be in there lurking, and then you start it up, and the ones that were in the filter will be really happy, and in a few weeks you have the same problems again. So you have to be sure. Have to be sure for the parasites. So some parasites, Trichodina they can really stay alive without a host. So, for example, that's really important. Yes, Danny. One of my koi game showa is developing a memoir that will. What will this say about the koi? It will be beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to see that because yeah, I like a memoir on a showa, yeah, it's good to have that on the koi. It's not necessary, but yeah, most people like a memoir on the koi. Hi Stefan, I'm looking for an Azaki, but you don't see them a lot around. What breeder is a good for Azaki, and do you have nice ones at the shop? Ronald, I must say it's good Azaki are quite difficult, and we used to have a lot of Azaki in our shop, but they're really, yeah, 1 year I'll sit with it and then don't sell them, and this year they were gone in just a matter of weeks, almost week, no weeks. And my advice is to order them in October when I hope to go to Japan, and then I can have a look for you. For example, Masagi is a nice Azaki breeder. Yeah, I like him a lot, but yeah, many others also have beautiful Azaki. So yeah, I can show you some really beautiful Azaki. Good evening. Hi Stefan, I'm looking for an, oh yeah, sorry, that's the other one. Hi Stefan, in the description of Microbe Lift, they say it takes dirty smell away. It's it's when you leave the box closed. Yes, the first time the salesman came to my shop, it's years and years ago. He brought me a big bucket of Microbe Lift. He wanted me to test it, and we didn't open it then, and it was half a bucket. And he said, "Oh, you can try. You have a big shop, so I'll leave you the rest of the bucket." And he left, and I opened the bucket, and it smelled rotten. So I was really like, it's again, this is not 10 years ago, it's longer ago. So I was a beginner, maybe 23 years ago. So I threw it in the bin, and I phoned him like, what did you do? I said something else, but I cannot say on YouTube. But I said, why did you give me rotten overdate? He said, no, that should be smelling that like that. And that's the sedation, if I can, I don't know if it's right English, but it's the sedation. So you cannot keep live bacteria in a container for a year or for even a few hours. So that's why they have to do bacteria that are in a liquid state. They need to put it down with swavel. I don't know, but it's with sedation, and then the bacteria doesn't go to sleep and that's just wake up. No, it's like really they change. They have a different state, and it depends on the kind of bacteria. Some it's like a spore. I don't know the English word, and some it's like a kiste. It's like a box. Those and that's why I prefer the ones that are freezed. They are dry freeze, so it's powder, or like the Bacter Power with the like little stones. And the advantage is that you don't put the sleeping stuff in your pond. It's not that the koi will sleep, but it's easier to wake them up, and you don't throw any, like those, what's that? You don't put any kind of sleeping, not medicine, it's another word. No, you don't put that in the water. So that's really, that's a big advantage of having dry. And that's also the reason you have those little stoves where you can put in sugar or molasses, and then you put in the bacteria. It will never be in a fluid, in a watery based bacteria out of a bacteria like microbolith. If you put that in there, they don't wake up and you have too much sleeping stuff in there. So that's why you can only use bacteria that are dry freeze. Someone Google it and put it down. Okay. Stefan, I buy koi food from you and I notice the fish start shining on the skin. Unbelievable. That's good. That's good. And we did there's a big test coming up, or big test. We cut it in small parts. Will be coming soon, maybe next week already. We selected at this moment there are 3 and a bit koi food in our mix, and the shiny part of it is one of the things it's good skin quality, healthy koi. That's one of the reasons why we select the top 3 of the koi food industry in the world. Which koi, except of course the shagoi, are naturally calm in character, easy to tame. Karashi is really tame. Of course, the little nephew of the shagoi, the oshiba, is really tame. Soragoi is a bit less, but it depends on what the bloodline is, but they can be tame as well. And every time I say tame, I must say they're really hungry. So that's most of the time the case, that they have the genetics of a really always hungry koi. So they have to be really tame, because if they don't do that, they're too late at the food, or they don't get the most of it. So they will be really big and really in the ponds, because they're the first at the food. Of course, it's also genetics, but that helps them a lot. So yeah, like that. Sometimes mugashi okon, but sometimes mugashi okon not at all. So it's a bit tricky. But karashi, the karashi we have now, they're really, really tame. Those varieties. Maybe I forget some of them, but it's like that. It's a Dutch accent with a lot of S's, and sorry, but that's my best English. Halami. Zwavel, yes, is sulfur. Sulfur, yes, sulfur. Snel and forel. So it's sulfur in the sleeping medicine stuff in the bottle. Nice English. Yeah, sorry, Alex. It was. I'm a bit tired. I had a lot of conversation with some Japanese breeders, and then my English goes a bit down. It's not about. I don't say Japanese English is not good, but it's a big difference if I talk to an English person for a while, and then my English is a bit better than after an hour talking Japanese English, Janglish. What's your thought on the Aquaforte compact sieve? I'm in Israel and I'm looking for a good pre-filter that I can ship from Holland. Groeten uit Israel. What thoughts about on the Aquaforte compact sieve? Yeah, it's a nice sieve. Depends on the size of your pond and the amount of water you want to, the flow. But yeah, I like the Aquaforte sieves are, I think, in sieve world they're the most I think the best sieves are made, and that's mostly because the system of the level guard. So it's really I like those. Yeah, Mugashi Ogon can be really tame, Jason, but not all of them. In my opinion, some are not tame at all, and maybe I know one or two Shagoi that are not tame, but most are tame, and in Mugashi Ogon is, I think, maybe 50-50. Yeah, Jinrin, of course, the Jinrin varieties, Jinrin Shagoi is also really tame. They have got the same hungry gen. My Shagoi is slowly turning into a Soragoi. Does that happen often? Your Shagoi used to be, I think your Shagoi was a Oshiba. So, and you can see quite a lot of Soragoi. I think not really Soragoi, but you can see the gray, fantastic koi, but the head will be a bit brown, or the fin base will be a bit brown, and that is actually it's an Oshiba that lost most of the brown. A really dry, really pure Soragoi. The head is the same color as the body, really mouse gray, as we say in Holland. And there's no black spot at all. That's a really Soragoi. And you can see also in the body shape, it's different to a Shagoi and an Oshiba. But so your Shagoi, that used to be an Oshiba, is now turning into a Soragoi. It's also a beautiful koi. So yeah, frozen, I deep freeze, yeah, frozen, but I think it's vriesdrogen should be something else. Rico, please Google it for me. I know frozen, but I think it has another name. Ja. Droog, nee, wat was het nou wat ik zei al? Vriesdroog, ja. I'm still waiting for my certificate of my Karashi. When can I expect it? Roy, did you get in later on? Please get a big... also watch the first bit of the show, but I will say now again that next Tuesday there will be a big package. I don't know if that's the final package, but because we already had quite a lot of Karashi Koi certificates in, but this one there's a package coming in over a kilo, AMS says, so that should be good. So it should be in soon. I understand the stone coal English when I understand. Oh, that's good, Alex. When is the koi quiz? Whenever I have time, Alex. It's ridiculously busy. It's really busy at the moment in koi world or at Arts and Ends. Building shop is ridiculously busy, and I want to make a nice quiz, not like a quiz just sitting from here made in the night, but really with movies in the shop. So I already recorded some really nice questions, but not enough yet. So whenever that's ready, you will be the first one to know, because it's going on alphabetic order. What is the difference between a Mugashi Ogon and a Platinum Ogon? Ooh, if you have a really Platinum Ogon, it's pure white. Sometimes you see pictures of a Platinum Ogon, but they are actually Mugashi Ogon, really light Mugashi Ogon. But later on it will turn in like a Mugashi Ogon, still light, but you can see the dark colors coming up. So yeah, Mugashi, and really depends on the breeder, but Miyatora, for example, they have really dark like it really dark, but also yellow Mugashi Okon, also some light, but the dark ones I really like. But for example, Nagoshi has Mugashi Okon, and they don't say it's Platinum Okon, but it's really light Mugashi Okon. So that's the, yeah, so it's not the same breed. Yeah. Oh. The tameness of a fish depends on the size of the fish as well, I guess. Of course, if you have a wild shoal of big fish, and you want and you put in a shagoi that's only 13 centimeters, the other koi don't react on his behavior. It will be tame, but the other koi will not be seeing that koi as a competitor, so they're not going to come to you because or of that small koi that will come to you. So in a way, if you have all small koi, the shagoi will be the tamest and will make sure the rest will come with the shagoi. With the other one, with the yeah, so it depends on if all other koi are big. Yeah, please put in at least 45 centimeters of shagoi, and it will grow really fast. I ordered your chocolate chips. How fast they be attracted to the chips? The first time I threw it in, every time I get new fish in, and they look at me, I think they look at me like, what are you doing? Because it sinks. But after 2 or 3 days, two or three feedings, you will see they will understand it, and they will try to eat it, and now it doesn't even touch the bottom. They eat it really fast. Don't put in, now you know it's a small container, so you have to use that for almost a year. It will be enough for almost a year. Just a few in and they will eat it really fast. Freeze dried. That's what I wanted to read. Freeze dried. So the bacteria are freeze dried. Deep fried. Deep fried is like, looks it's like a lekkerbekje. Freeze dried. Ah, okay. Now everybody is going on the. Hello, thanks. Cryodestination is een vertaling van vriesdouw. Cryodestination. Sorry, Bernard. I'm dyslexic. Freeze drying. That's maybe the best. Feeding with a baby bottle with food in. It also helps to get them tame earlier. Yeah, if you feed them by hand, of course the koi will be. If it's a baby bottle or just in the hand, yeah, if you have patience, they will come to you more early. If you throw it in and you just walk away, yeah, the next time you will stay, they're like, hey, what changed? And they will not be that tame. So, yeah, just sit on the edge of your pond, and when you feed them, just close to you, and they will come. And in matter of half a week, all koi will be really tame. 99% of koi will be really tame. Rolf is saying koi of the week. Now let's do that. First the tussentro. Wow. This is one of the koi I wanted to show you. This is for the mudpond games, Koi Cave mudpond games. And this is in the Azukari at the Maruchu koi farm. This is a male. So this will be in another pond, I think. Maybe not. No, yeah, I think this will be in another pond. And of course, I know female are far more popular at the for the buyers, but in koi case it's not always, with me it's not the same. If you see the Showa Sega head that became best male at the Tokyo Koi Show, it's a beautiful, beautiful koi. I can show you some ponds at the Danichi Koi Farm where you cannot see which one is male or female, or if it's a male, all male pond, you will not see. So I like it. Now, this has really round fins, nice body, skin quality is really good, and yeah, and it's 36 centimeters as a tosai, and it's going into the mud pond. So I bought this separate from the site because they were all checked, what was it, the 1st of April I think, or the 2nd of April, on being female or male, and they were all female, and this one is a male, but they were like, ooh, this is really nice, maybe for koi show in the future, but if you want to buy, you can buy. So yeah, this is going to go into the Asukari, or is already into the Asukari, and this is for sale because I bought it as a shop owner. But yeah, I like this one. The other one was cancelled, not recently, but it was yeah, so it was bought, but then the person got another one that he saw. I think he saw another one, and yeah, he made it really nice. He selected a really nice Beppu Showa, I think, really beautiful, and this is a Sanke. So yeah, and I really was in love with this koi, this Sanke, so I bought this one, and first it was on the other one's name, so I had to say to the breeder, please can you change the name, it will be Stefan Koster, and he said, congratulations on that, because this is really a beautiful one. This one was also not at the koi site, and there were only 4 or 5 koi that were not on the website for the mud pond games, and the reason for that was that 2 people for the mud pond games 1 year earlier, they bought, for example, a female guarantee koi, and it turned out to be a male, so we had to, so the breeder had to, yeah, present some of those koi like, hey, here is your replacement. Of course, the koi didn't go to Holland. They stayed. He could sell it, or I know one of the kohaku is used for future parent koi. So really beautiful koi, but yeah, because of that, there was last year was like a guarantee on some of the koi, and so that's why they had 5 koi separate, and I really like this one. So I bought this one as well. It's also for sale. That is that. We've got something else coming up. Maybe, yeah, it's here. Exclusive for the people that are living in Israel. Maybe it's not worth coming for 2 hours of a workshop of the microscopy. It's the Koi Cave workshop, exclusive for Koi Cave members, and I'm going through the whole of Holland, maybe Belgium, to give workshops, microscopy courses at friends of the Koi Cave. So in the first time is at Koi Care Hoekse Waard. It's a friend of Arts Nens, and Arts Nens is a friend of Koi Care all as well. We go together to Japan for the last 6-7 years. And yeah, at WIM we're gonna have a really nice evening next Thursday. Gonna have a really nice evening where we have the microscopy workshop, and of course we're gonna get some drinks and like coffee, tea, lemonade. I think Wim has to take care of it, cookies, and then yeah, we're gonna make a really nice evening of it, and I'm really looking forward to it. If you want to join, we only have maximum 15 places because we need to have 1.5 meters distance and so on, so on. So I think it's going to be 15 or 12, even 12. We have to measure the room. It's quite big, so we can try to put in 12 or 15. And it's going to be next Thursday. So if you want to subscribe for that, please don't text me. We text Dunho. Please send email to info@kooikerhoeksewaard.nl, and Wim will be able to say, yes, I have still some place. If it's going to be a big success, then we're going to do another date at Kooiker Hoeksewaard, because the reason we're going to do it on different places in Netherlands and maybe Belgium is that it's nice that some people that live in Limburg, they can also join at the friend of the Koi Cave in Limburg. So I only have to travel to Limburg with all the microscopes, and yeah, that's gonna be nice. So looking forward to that. That's also one of the, also like this flyer is really, it's still hot because it's just made, just came in. Yeah, the screen was hot. Merlin was a bit laughing, almost laughing. So, where was I? Pick of the mail shower. Where, what? Freeze drying, call of the week. Pepijn is asking, at what level should a UB60 be filled with beads? I think it's quite a while ago when I installed a bead filter, and especially a UB60, but it was 2 bags and a bit, so I think it was 65 liters, kilo of beads should be in there. But it will, you will see, if you Google it, you get so at sibo.nl you will see a schedule where you can see the level or the weight of beads you need to put in. I think it's 65 kilo for the 60 UB60. So a while ago, on the subject of Israel, what are my thoughts on the vaccination? I have koi that are not vaccinated, and also from Hasora farm, but they are Israeli koi that are vaccinated. Oh, I thought you were asking me about the COVID. Yeah, it's also talking about bead filters. Here in Holland, the Israeli koi were in maybe 15 years ago, maybe 18 years ago, it was so popular. I think there were maybe weeks there, maybe years there came in more Israeli koi than Japanese koi. But now, I must say, maybe they of course they get it in by plane, but I never see a shipment from Israel anymore. So the vaccinated koi are not here on the market anymore. I'm a bit, I don't know for sure, because, but we never had any Israeli koi, but yeah, I know there were some breeders that are really into the Israeli koi. If the KHV, when it's such a big problem in Japan, then I think, and when it's going on and on and on and on, and only here in Holland the last 2-3 weeks, already 12 or maybe more cases of, I know of, KHV at the ponds, then I think it's good to think about for the Japanese government, for the Japanese breeder, how to do. But they're really anxious for what's happening with the vaccination. They have to use it on their meat carp, so that's why they don't like it, I think. But yeah, I think when it's getting so much, so much people are getting infected by, not infected, but affected by the KHV, because people have to clean their pond or stop their pond, and the whole collection gone and then start again. Yeah, it's, as a koi dealer, I would say yes, please put it in Japan as well. But the koi market is, comparing to the meat carp business, is just a tiny, almost nothing to the meat market. So for the Japanese, for the all other carp eating countries or using carp meat, it's really, they're not going to listen to the koi, Nishiki koi market. So it's going to be difficult. It's a really nice question. I like, yeah. Oh, many questions again, guys. Are black diamond koi clearly visible in a dark pond? In other words, can you see them in the pond, or are they only so beautiful in the blue bowl? They're for sure. Pic of the male showa. Ooh, pic of the male showa. I think it's in one of my movies where I compare. I had to, at the breeder, I had to organize all those pictures where it was Tosai to Yonsai, I think. I don't have it here, I don't have it in my computer, because it was not my Showa. It was Maruju's Showa, and at one moment even not Maruju's Showa anymore. So of course it will be always from Maruju, but not the owner anymore. So Perry, I have to look it up. Snelle Forel, yes, the black diamonds are beautiful in a blue vat, but in a green vat as we have them, but in a pond it's quite difficult. And when they get older, the diamond, the ginrin, will be going a bit down. So I think it's quite, yeah, they're really beautiful on koi show. When they grow big, if they grow big, they will be appearing on koi show, I think, and then it's going to be beautiful because they're in a blue vat, and yeah, like that. Microscopy, you already have it. Yeah, most people, I think, with biology, but not specialized on koi, I think. Enough. Is that a, yeah, sorry. Emil, I can really recommend the course. It was a fun and learnful. It was fun. That's nice to write down, Emil. Yeah, I remember you were at my place, and yeah, it's always fun. And of course, it's only with koi lovers, koi hobbyists. So it's always, even if I don't show up, and there will be 12 people that all have the same hobby, I think they will have a nice evening. So it's gonna be really nice. Hi Paul again. Stefan, can I send you a couple of photos of two fish I can't identify? I would need an email or mobile number, please. My mobile number is +31. Like, oh sorry, the plus should be I've got a, now you see it, but it's like +31. That's my mobile number. Please send me in WhatsApp, and then I can see it maybe right away in this broadcast still, although we're quite late already. Hi Stefan, question. What is your biggest fish in your XXL tank at the moment? And how much do you think it weighs? My biggest fish at the moment is 93. 93. Oh. What? Sorry. It's about 93 times 17 kilo. Yeah, that's the weight. 17.6, 17 and a half a kilo. It's for a koi that has a big body, but not like a big belly, but a really nice body. It's 17 kilo. It's quite a lot of kilo, but it's nothing compared to the we call it the farmer's carp that do have. You see sometimes pictures of fishermen that hold a carp and there's a belly underneath. They're not that tall, but they have a lot of weight. But 17 kilo. It's a hiutsuri. Yes, that's the one, Perry. Nice question, Michelle. Michael Rodriguez. When I click on your channel, it says it's unavailable. I live in the US. Is it unavailable? I don't know. No, should be okay. Why all movies or just the channel? Just let me know. I have to see why it doesn't show on the US. I'll check. Please keep in contact, Miguel. You have my number now. My number is over there. Please send me a WhatsApp, and then we will find out. And that explains also why maybe not that much American people are watching this movie or this live chat. Why does my Shiro lose the sumi? René, I would say please be patient. And it's not that I don't think you cannot be patient, but if you see some koi, some shirotsuri at the breeders in Japan, where they are beautiful and when they're tosai, then they're okay when they're nisai, when they're horrible at sansai, and then at yonsai or even gosai, they're beautiful again. So some shirotsuri will lose and it will come up again. The black, don't worry about it. It will come. So please be patient. Hi Dennis. Ja, wil je mij misschien bellen? Ja, ik ga. I'm gonna give you a call. Let's phone tomorrow, 9 o'clock, Dennis. If you're up, then there are no customers yet in my shop, and I will be awake. And what sort is it? Oh, and what breeder? Oh, what sort is it? What do you mean?
Die vis met het gewicht.
Oh, sorry. The sort is good. It's a hiutsuri, and it's really funny story. It is from Masagi, and when I showed him the picture after a year, he looked at me and said, "No, this is not my koi. How can you? This is not my." Because I sold you a ki-utsuri. The one I bought at his place was yellow and black, really bright yellow and black. And after a year, it was really bright red, really intense red and really beautiful black with the exact same pattern. Of course, it's the same fish. So I had to show him the first year and the second year, and he was like astonished. And I had to choose at that, when I bought it, I had to select from 3 of them, and this one was the biggest with the nicest pattern. And then after a while, so I had to choose, and he had still of the 3, he had one he kept himself, and he was showing to me. He said, "This was the color, like yellow." And then I said, "Yes, I know." I was, and he goes, "How did you do it? I want it, but I think it's the water quality in Holland. I cannot do." Yeah, I used Mineral Plus, but I know he uses Mineral Plus as well from Sensuka. So I don't know what happened, but it's really many people come into my shop and they will say, "Oh, beautiful koi," and yeah, it is a beautiful koi and big, and it's gonna go in 1 week time. It's gonna go to its new owner. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope the fish will looking forward to it, and the owner is really looking forward to it. Was vanmiddag bij Stefan geweest. Prachtig Showa pareltje gevonden. Wat? Ja. Giel, nee. Nou ja, sorry. Ik ben zo slecht in namen. Yeah, I know. You had a really nice genuine Showa from Hiroi. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for watching. 9 o'clock. Okay, Dennis, we'll do that. No, Dennis is also shifting in a bit later. With flubanol, I wait about 3 to 4 hours, and then it should be diluted in the water, and then it should be already diluted. I will send you some ways to dilute or get your flubanol good in the water. Yes, of course. Yeah, cellulite and active charcoal as well. I've seen that fish. Yes, it is really amazing fish. Thank you. Yes, it's salt. Is it really a nice fish? My wife still loves it. Yes. Owner must be lucky. Yeah, he is happy. He's happy. Oh, okay. I thought I had to do something else, but I will check later on. Okay, now it's going to be time for the lottery. We've got 3 items. Please type in Koi TV, Koi Cave. Oh yeah, oh no, yeah. While you do it, I have a really big announcement. I already told you, but I'm going to tell you again. So please put in Koi TV, Koi Cave, Koi Show Noord-Holland, Koi Show Noord heet het volgens mij. Anything. Yeah, so next time, please check in on next Wednesday. That's the dog. Merlin is still alive, but the dog is doing funny. Oh, he should stop smoking, the dog. He is unbelievable. Yeah, we've got the really nice broadcast from another location, and it's going to be really nice. It's together with Steven Schuller and Frank Wennekes, and we're going to have a really nice... oh, I thought there was a... yeah, it's a really nice, it's going to be a really nice broadcast with a lot of fish, where you can see the development, and we try all together to learn something from the challenge, and we will also show you the Facebook site where most of the competitors or join the people that joined the Isa Danitsi Koi games. They are on it really active, so we're looking forward to see you next week on 8 o'clock. Okay, yeah, Koi TV. I've got the Nightbot. Oh, sorry. I've got to log in. Yes, giveaways. Sorry guys, you have to do it again because I already started up the Nightbot, but for some reason it got logged out. There we are, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna find out why people from America cannot log into our channel. I'm really curious why that is, why it's like that. I'm gonna change it, of course, and yeah. now I have to wait for a while so we can do the lottery. We will start with the coasters. The coasters, a set of coasters. If you're in the shop and you don't want the beautiful Shirotsuri and the really nice Goromo, you can choose 2 other ones. If you want me to send it, it's easier to send those 2 because then it's envelope gone. And I think they're really beautiful. So these are the 2. Yeah, should be okay now. I'm gonna roll it for the coasters. Erik Kop, Erik, gefeliciteerd, congratulations. Let me know if I have to send it or yeah, send it or with an order from Kooihuis or when you're gonna pick it up. Congratulations. Then we have the really special pin. It's really a nice pin with the koi on it and the 2 bulls that are yeah, fighting. It's like they're doing the sumo wrestling bit, and that's gonna be Snelle Forel. A lot of questions, and he's got a really nice pen. And then the really special one, or really special one, the others are also special, but this is really limited edition and hard to get towel. It's not a towel, cloth. And that's gonna be for Dennis Bieling. Now, I'm gonna congratulate you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, Dennis. When I can, I will send it. I will send it to you because I'm gonna visit your pond, but it's so busy. But I will go to your place. It's quite a drive, but soon I will go. Maybe after your holiday. That was that. Yeah. So thank you for watching. It was a nice evening for me. I hope for you as well. I'm sorry we had to miss 2 Fridays, but yeah, sometimes I have to do the microscopy courses, and yeah, so that was the reason. Please join the microscopy course in next Thursday, or in the Friday it's in our place, in our shop. So we've got 2 days in a row, and I hope to see you Wednesday, even if you're from Israel, or not because Israel, but I mean even if you don't understand Dutch, or even if you're, but it's gonna be really nice with a lot of pictures and movies from that thing. Can I WhatsApp you for the sending? Yeah, of course you can send me a WhatsApp. Help. I can. I hope. Someone is texting me. Okay, thank you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.